On January 13th, 2022, the original Halo 3 servers are going to shut down forever. This is going to make getting every achievement in the game that involves the multiplayer impossible. This video is going to be different from my Portal video in a few ways. Not only am I limited on how much time I have before I can get the achievements, but I'm also limited by the amount of players in the game, which is currently none. So I will be doing any boosting and glitches I can. I had no idea how hard this was going to be. I wanted to 100% Halo 3 before the server shut down, so I'm also going for the campaign achievements. This means I have to get the metagame scoring achievements too. You get these by turning on scoring and reaching above a certain point threshold in all 9 of the game's missions. For multiplayer, I'm only missing 3 achievements in the entire game: Pull, Blades of Fury, and Ghost Patrol. Each of these achievements require you to be on a specific map, but can be done in any of the game's online playlists. After buying a gold membership and downloading all of the maps, I get on the game and try to see if there's anyone playing, only to be met with this. What? After researching this problem online, I found out that the game is actually down right now, 4 weeks before the shutdown. The game has apparently been down for 2 weeks. As far as I can tell, this is an issue that's been happening on and off for years. Sometimes for weeks at a time, and there's no way of knowing if the servers are going to be fixed before the shutdown. Originally, I wanted this video to be about getting all of the achievements in Halo 3, ODST, Halo Reach, and Halo 4, because all of them are being turned off together. But this server problem extends to all of those games. None of them work right now, and none of them have worked for over a week. While it sucks that the other games are down, I will not let this stop me when it comes to Halo 3. I have to figure out a way around this problem, and I need to do it soon. After a little bit of troubleshooting, I actually ended up finding an answer. It turns out the servers for the game aren't actually down. It's just a matter of certain playlists being broken. If the lobby tries to load a broken playlist, you'll get this error, and the entire lobby will stop working. The reason I was seeing this error immediately was because the default playlist in multiplayer is Lone Wolves, which is broken. But that's when I noticed something.
See? You see? Well, you don't see it?
There's a small moment before the error pops up. If you can switch to a working playlist fast enough, then you should be able to play the game. It's just a matter of figuring out which playlists aren't broken, and hoping that those playlists have the maps that I need to get the achievements. One of the few working playlists I found was 7 on 7th. This used to be a temporary game mode to help you get an achievement called 7 on 7th. It was added to the game permanently to make the achievement easier, and it actually uses 2 of the maps I need to get my achievements: Citadel and Heretic. All I have to do is find them in the rotation. What's even better about this playlist is that it's non-competitive, which means if I queue up with enough people, the minimum being 5, the game will start without having to search for anyone else. Without hesitation, I immediately asked my best friend for help. Then I asked my 3 new best friends for help. It took a little bit of work, and I even had to loan some of them Xboxes. But after a few days, I got them on the game to help me. Then we were finally in a lobby for 7 on 7th. We immediately got one of the maps we needed: Heretic. This was for the achievement Blades of Fury. All I had to do was get a sword spree, and that's one of my 3 achievements down.
Double kill. Oh! Spree. Sword spree.
After another hour of trying, we eventually got the map Citadel to show up. This one was for the achievement Pull. To get it, I only need 5 shotgun kills. With Pull out of the way, we only had 1 multiplayer achievement left to go: Ghost Patrol. Ghost Patrol requires you to get 5 kills on the map Longshore, and you have to do it in a ghost. But Longshore isn't on the 7 on 7th playlist. It turns out Longshore is only in 1 playlist that still works: Team Mythic. But it doesn't show up there unless there's a full lobby of 8 players. Even with our extra controllers, we were short 1 person. And just when I was about to give up, I got a message on Discord. Whenever I wasn't playing the game, I was actually doing the most difficult part of getting these achievements. I was talking to people. I had to figure that I wasn't the only one out there that cared about getting these achievements before it was too late. And I wasn't wrong. This is Colton.
Hello there.
and Colton wants to finish these games just as bad as I do. He also has 4 controllers.
Did we just become best friends? Yep.
The next day I jumped back into Halo and queued up Team Mythic, and it didn't take long before I found myself in Longshore.
Capture the flag. Offense.
All that's left to do is get a few kills. Got it. With the multiplayer achievements out of the way, I was already pretty much done. It wasn't much of a journey, but after all of these years, I was finally finished with Halo. Or at least, I would have been. The day after I finished the Halo 3 multiplayer achievements, the servers were fixed. All of them. This means I still had one last chance to finish the online achievements for ODST, Reach, and Halo 4. And I only had 3 weeks to do it. After finding a shop that sold Xbox 360 games, I was ready to go for it. I decided to play Halo 4 next because its achievements looked a lot easier than the ones on Reach. So I put the game in my Xbox and started downloading the map packs. That's when I found out that Halo 4 still didn't work. Let me explain. So before, when the servers were down, whenever you got on the game, you would see this error. Now the game works fine, for anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes. After that, you disconnect from the online services. The only way to get this error to go away is to go back to the dashboard and relaunch the entire game. I don't know how crazy you'd have to be to try playing this game online while it's like this, but I passed it long ago. And after a bit of planning to find out which maps appear in which game types, I was ready to start. The only multiplayer achievements I needed were the ones done in the Ricochet game mode. I don't remember what that is. And the ones added with the map packs. While it was difficult to get into any game at all, once I was in a game, it was pretty easy to get the achievements because of one big reason. A glitch. Halo 4 has apparently had a glitch for the past couple of years, where if you get a single one of the DLC achievements, you'll get all of the achievements for that DLC. This means I only need to get one achievement from each DLC to get them all. Pretty convenient. All we had to do was get the easiest achievements, like that won't save you. And the rest would literally unlock themselves. It finally popped up. With the DLC achievements out of the way, all we had to do were the ones left in Ricochet. Protect this house, Hat Trick, From Downtown, and Can't Catch Me. I have over 4 hours of footage of us playing Halo 4, or at least trying to play Halo 4. It was just a matter of patience until we finally got the achievements. I just got it. Protect this house. Give it a second. Usually my achievements pop up really slow. Yep, I got it. Can't catch me. Just like with Halo 3, I still had campaign achievements that I needed to do. But with the server shutdown right around the corner, I had to focus on the last game I needed multiplayer achievements in. Halo Reach. Halo Reach stands out from the other games for one main reason. The game actually works. I used to have all the Halo Reach achievements before they added DLC, so all I need to do is download and play all of the DLC maps to get their achievements. Halo Reach has 3 map packs: Anniversary, Defiant, and Noble. The easiest ones to get done first were the Anniversary achievements. That's because there's an entire playlist with just Anniversary maps. This map pack has 7 achievements, and most of them are easy. Stuff like License to Kill and Dive Bomber we got done pretty fast. Oh, yep, I just got it. Next up was the Defiant map pack, and it has 6 achievements. Most of these can be done pretty easily in the Team Objectives playlist, except for 2 of them: Paper Beats Rock and Candy from a Baby. For Paper Beats Rock, you have to assassinate a player right as they exit Armor Lock. As far as I could tell, this could only be done in the playlist Rumble Pit. This is the only playlist I could find that could give you a game mode with Armor Lock on a Defiant map.
Revenge.
Oh, there it is. Then we got to the achievement, Candy from a Baby. For this achievement, all you have to do is steal a flag from an enemy capture zone, and then score it yourself 2 times in a match-made game of Stockpile. Our problem with this achievement was that we couldn't find a playlist with Stockpile that used Defiant maps. We were searching for hours and never found one. We even tried doing this achievement on other maps just to see if it would work. It didn't. Believe it or not, the answer to getting this was in the game's file share. One of the top downloaded maps in Reach's file share was actually a bugged map. It allows you to get this achievement in a custom game. I think this might be the only way to get this achievement right now. One custom game later, and the entire squad had the achievement. Yep, got it. Candy for baby. Last was the Noble Map Pack. The Noble Map Pack has 7 achievements. We ended up getting through most of the achievements really fast, because the game was letting us do them on any map. Most of them were also incredibly easy to do, like both barrels and cross-mapping. But 2 of them did cause us a huge problem. Offensive Driver and You Blew It Up. Both of these achievements were done in game modes that required a minimum of 12 players. With no other options, we had to call it quits for another night. The end of the servers were right around the corner. But with only 2 multiplayer achievements left to go, we were feeling confident. We only needed to wait until we could find more people. And after a few days, we did. After spending some time catching Venom up on the achievements we had already gotten, we were ready to finish the game. First, Offensive Driver. For this, you need to get a kill in an online game of Rocket Race. You can still do this on any map, as long as it's in the right game mode. We only had to queue up for multi-team once before we got the game type.
First strike.
Oh, yep, got it immediately. Then, it was time for the final online achievement. You Blew It Up. Just like Rocket Race, Invasion required a lobby of 12 people, but with one catch. The Invasion playlist has a limit of 2 people per console. This means you need at least 6 people with 2 controllers each to get this achievement. It was nearly impossible to get enough people to commit to this. With nothing else to do, we decided to just queue up for Invasion and wait. Reach's lobbies never time out if you don't find a game. Eventually, we noticed something. Every single time we tried to find a game, we would get matched up with one player. With the way matchmaking works, we couldn't see this person's gamer tag, but they weren't giving up. We sat in this lobby for about an hour trying to find a game, and the whole time they waited with us. This made us realize something. There are still some people playing Reach. What if we just queued up for some of the playlists that still had people in them and asked them for help? It wouldn't be too much trouble for them to help us get one achievement. So, we jumped into other playlists and I just started screaming into my Xbox mic. Don't shoot! Stop! Stop! Help us, you coward! We actually got someone to join our Discord call. Jay. With him, we were one step closer. Eventually, we ended up with a 9-person lobby. Knowing we wouldn't get this close again, I decided to ask my friends one last time for help. That's when Chuck descended from the heavens to be our savior. This put us at 11 people. Out of any other options, there was only one thing we could do. We queued up for Invasion and just hoped that the person we saw earlier was still looking. Almost immediately after starting the lobby, we were in a game of Invasion. We could finally see the person who was searching all this time by themselves. It had been over an hour since we last tried, so this guy really wanted to play. We didn't end up getting Breakpoint, the map that we needed. But, now that we were this far, I plugged in my mic one last time, and I asked Unglued for help. Yeah, it's the last one. It's called You Blew It Up. I sent them a friend request and told them what we were doing. It wasn't too long after that we finally had our lobby of 12 assembled. Then, all we had to do was find Breakpoint.
Please.
Well, if we're
Please.
gonna get the map and not the game mode.
Yeah.
Breakpoint invasion.
Hey!
Hell yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
When I first went into this, I didn't really know what I was expecting. I think I just wanted to have fun with the games one last time. And I really did. The best part about this whole thing was just getting to play Halo again. I couldn't tell you the last time that I was just playing Halo with a bunch of people I met on the game.
I have not played this game in so long.
This game is good. This game is good.
I miss the glory days.
So do I. Actually, I should thank you guys. I haven't had this fun since fucking 5 years since I
my
left
God.
Halo Reach.
Me either. This was amazing.
Same.
I
I
mean,
mean,
you
it
made
was
the
okay.
chat all wholesome. You're so fucking nice. Thank you, Jay.
Thank you.
And, unfortunately, pretty soon this is never going to happen on the 360 again.
Cool.
I got it! I got it!
Nice.
And with that, all of the multiplayer achievements are done. Now I could just wrap it up here. After all, I can do the campaign achievements whenever I want. With only 10 days left, I was running out of time to make this video. But what kind of video would it be if I gave up now? Now, I have to go back down the list. With Reach already at 100%, I jumped back onto Halo 4. Back when the game first came out, I beat the campaign on Solo Legendary. So the only achievements that I'm missing now are the ones for finishing the game on Heroic Co-op, the achievements that involve getting the secondary objectives in each campaign mission, beating Spartan Ops Episode 1 on Legendary, and one for finishing 25 challenges total. Since I gave some of my friends Xboxes and they still haven't played the game that much with me, I asked them if any of them wanted to play co-op. And they did agree, but that's when 343 came back into the picture. Halo 4 server issues happen even in co-op. With the co-op and the multiplayer not working, that makes this game effectively unplayable. No matter who I play with online, I disconnect at the same point in each mission, right at the very beginning. The only way you can get this achievement right now is if you play the game on local co-op. And with no one volunteering to come over to my house and help, I have to play through this entire game on co-op by myself with an inactive controller. This might be a good time to mention that I hate this game.
And you'll clip right through the barrier and you can skip doing all.
Wouldn't it be weird if to convey ideas to other people we just made like a series of noises with our mouths and the other person just kind of like knew what we meant based on what noises we made?
Yes.
After an incredibly long 5 hours, I was finally at the end of the game. I'm not used to using a controller anymore, so playing through the game was pretty hard. Not only that, but only using half my screen to see got really annoying. For most of the game, I had to resort to just running through enemies. I did this over and over and over again. But with that done, now I go on to Spartan Ops. I really don't remember this game mode at all. It turns out Spartan Ops is just a game mode where enemies defend an area while you attack them, respawning infinitely. Which means it's firefight, but in reverse. All I had to do was complete all of Episode 1 on Legendary. For some reason, the most difficult level is the first one. The first level is huge, and it's the only one where enemies use vehicles. One night of Spartan Ops later, and I got the achievement. Now, it was time to head back into the campaign for the secondary objective achievements. Most of these were pretty simple and just required me doing something small in the middle of a level. But, as usual, one of them had to be a huge pain. This time, it was Bros to the Close. For Bros to the Close, you have to get 6 NPCs you meet in the middle of Mission 4 to survive. This is effectively random because they can get themselves killed really easily. I was probably trying this for 2 hours before I finally got it. This is one of 3 secondary objective missions that require you to play on Heroic or harder for no reason. The first one, This is my rifle, this is my gun, I actually didn't know I had to be on Heroic. I did the entire level on easy before I realized. The last one that needs Heroic was Mortardom. This one wasn't actually too bad, as long as the game worked.
Shot's good. All units, unidentified Covenant vehicle.
The rest of these achievements didn't take too long.
Martin, are you all right? It sounds like the.
And once I was done, that left me with only one achievement in the entire game: the Challenger. With multiplayer not working, my only option for challenges were the ones in Campaign and Spartan Ops. Luckily, I was already at 24 challenges done, but that was after I did all of the Spartan Ops challenges. This means I had to do a Campaign challenge.
I don't like your plan. It sucks.
So before I'm done with Halo 4, I have to load up the final level, Midnight, one last time. I ran through the parts that I could and made progress slowly but surely. Except for here. What am I even supposed to do here? Eventually, I found my way to the final area. I'm gonna be honest, I think this game sucks. Why is there a grenade you can avoid after it goes off? That doesn't make any sense. I'm actually happy that the final battle is just a cutscene with button prompts. Thanks, 343.
So how do we get out of here?
Not coming back, Chief.
Now I can move on to the Holy Grail. At this point, I was at about 5 days left. But this was finally the ending stretch. For what would probably be the last time, I started the Halo 3 campaign on my Xbox 360. Like I said at the beginning, all I have to do is turn on scoring and get above a certain point threshold in each mission. The skulls can give you multipliers to your score, so I turn on the ones that don't affect gameplay too much, like Catch, Tough Luck, and Fog. I honestly forgot how much I missed Halo 3. When I was getting the multiplayer achievements, I really didn't take the time to enjoy it. It was pretty nostalgic to just be playing the game. No crazy objective, no connection issues, and no weird challenge to finish. I was just having fun.
Protocol dictated my response.
Eventually, I found myself nearing the end of the game. After over a decade, I was about to finish the very first game I ever got with my 360. I had originally wanted to get most of these achievements with my friends. It sucks I couldn't, but honestly, that's okay. The best thing about Halo was that it helped me make friends. Every single person you can hear on my channel was someone that I played Halo 3 with over 10 years ago. We used to have multiple full custom game lobbies going every single night. I may have made a lot of friends that didn't last, but that doesn't mean that they aren't important to me. Nothing good can last forever, just like the servers. They had to go down eventually. I'm just glad I had the opportunity to send them out with a bang.
Got it, Chief! Jump! Floor it! Right into the hangar!
And with that, I now had every achievement on all of the Halo games on the Xbox 360. Except one. Honestly, the reason ODST isn't in this video is because I couldn't finish it. If you used to play Halo, you probably remember 7 achievements called the Vidmaster Challenges. Most of them were really difficult, but none were as hard as Vidmaster Endure. For Endure, you have to play ODST's Firefight mode, and get past set 4 on heroic difficulty. This achievement can take over 2 hours to do. When I was a kid, most of my friends got this achievement without me, and none of them ever wanted to do it again. So, I never even got to try it. I was trying to get this achievement before the shutdown, but just like with Halo 4, 343 had let the servers fall apart. Even if you could find people that wanted to do it, there was no guarantee that you wouldn't disconnect while playing. It seemed like there was just about nothing you could do to make sure your connection would stay stable. I want to have this video done before the shutdown, and with only a few days to go, there's no way I can get it. At least that's what I thought.
We got the hammer chieftain here. Watch behind you.
Oh, I'm in the corner. Yeah, I'm going down here.
Is the shield dropped?
Yes.
Nope, it wasn't.
The
Damn
hammer
it.
guy. The hammer guy shield is dropped.
We're out of rockets.
One down.
Whoa.
It hasn't. I got it.
That's the achievement. It must a challenge endure.
Thanks to Venom, I was able to get Endure on my last attempt. In a weird way, I'm almost thankful for the shutdown of the servers. Without it, I wouldn't have come back to Halo and had this much fun. It may just be a video game, but I have Halo to thank for some of the most fun I've ever had, and some of the best friends that anyone could get. But now I have to ignore them while I edit a 30-minute video! This is just a quick thank you to all the other players that helped me get the achievements. Also thanks to Scott for letting me use his bow and arrow. Also, I wouldn't have been able to do this without two Discords. The original Halo 3 Discord, and the Halo Completionist Discord.
You've blown up. Oh my.
Okay, I think it's fine.